Hello students, welcome to our online session. Today's chapter will be based on Nad and Shruti. So let us proceed. Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to explain the term Nad and Shruti. List and explain the characteristics of sound. State the total number of Shrutis. What is Nad? Nad is the essence of music and is related to vibration and sound. According to the Indian philosophy, Nad is a form of divine energy and it is a primary cause of the physical world. There are two types of Nad, namely Ahat Nad and Anahat Nad. Ahat Nad. Ahat Nad means struck sound. That is, sound that is produced by vibration, collision, or friction of two or more objects. It is a physical sound which is transmitted through a medium, and sound perceived by the human ears. Ahat Nad is further divided into two different categories. We have musical sound and unmusical sound. Musical sound means regular vibrations, and they are sounds that are pleasant to the human ears, whereas unmusical sounds are sounds that are produced by irregular vibrations, and those sounds are unpleasant to the human ears. From the given table, you can easily depict sounds that are pleasant and unpleasant to the human ears. So just have a look. Anahat Nad. Anahat Nad or unstruck sound. These sounds are already present in the universe. It is a self-producing vibration and does not require any outer force or medium. It is a metaphysical sound perceived by saints during a deep meditation. The three characteristics of Nad are pitch, intensity, and timbre. What is pitch? Pitch refers to the position of any sound in the scale of acuteness and quality. It is that property of sound which allows a listener to distinguish high or low sound is. The pitch of a sound depends mostly on its frequency. Frequency is measured in hertz, that is, the number of vibrations per second. The two graphs found on the left board explains the lower pitch, and the graph on the right side explains the higher pitch. As you can see in the first diagram in the left board, the amplitude of the wave for lower pitch is very low, and as compared for the higher pitch, the amplitude of the high pitch wave is much higher, and you can also see in the bottom graph that the wavelength of the lower pitch is much greater as compared to the wavelength of the higher pitch. Basically, the pitch of a sitar depends firstly on the length of the string, secondly, the tension on the string, and thirdly, the thickness of the string. The second characteristic of sound is intensity. So what is intensity? Intensity or degree of loudness refers to the amount of energy in the sound. A sound which is produced using a high amount of energy is perceived as a loud sound. A sound which is produced using lesser amount of energy is perceived as a soft sound. The unit measure of the intensity of sound is decibel, abbreviated dB. The third characteristic of sound is timbre. Timbre of the sound refers to the quality and nature of the tone produced by the human voice or any instrument. Timbre is that property of sound which enables a person to differentiate between different sounds having the same pitch and loudness. The graph provides an illustration of the timbre of sound produced from different sources. We have a tuning fork, we have a flute, we have a human voice, and you have a violin. And you may see that the wave pattern obtained for each different sources are not the same, though the pitch is equal. What is Shruti? The word Shruti is derived from the word Shru, meaning to hear. Shruti is a range of sound that can be heard by the human ear. There are 22 Shrutis in Indian music. Swaras emanate from Shrutis. Here are certain simple questions that you may attempt at home. Thank you for watching this video.